No, but November is like a superb month for the fashion girlies. I'm just saying. Hello, my name is Anastasiia and welcome to my YouTube channel. It's the end of the month of November, meaning it's high time to do our fashion highlights of the month. As per usual, we're gonna be talking celebrity style, we're gonna be talking magazine covers, and we're gonna be talking brand campaigns. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So we're starting with the celebrity style. I think that one of the hottest topics in this round has been without a doubt Hunter Schafer doing her method dressing for the Hunger Games. I would honestly call it the best method dressing since Zendaya did her for June, and then of course we have Margot Robbie doing method dressing for Barbie, but I feel like those are quite so different because with Barbie the method dressing is very much so straight to the point. They picked this kind of strategy where they're just basically recreating different Barbie outfits, and it's not nearly as creative as once again what Zendaya and La Roche did for the Dune movie or what Hunter Schafer is doing right now. I would say that my personal favorites are this Schiaparelli dress that looks just like stained glass. It's a work of art, if I were to call one myself, and then also this Alexander McQueen dress. I mean, it's giving Lee McQueen Atlantis collection, the one Lady Gaga was actively promoting. I don't know, it's something Atlantis warrior-like. Next one is a regular, and I'm talking Hailey Bieber. I love all of her outfits from LA to New York City and some more, and I also do really like the fact that her style kind of shifts depending on what city she is currently doing street style in. She and her stylist Carla Welsh are one of the most consistently good duos that I know. Rihanna has been having quite a style shift, and now she's sporting more of those, well, sport chic outfits, which means that the sport chic will be back. Not a fan personally, but you know, have to acknowledge it anyway because it is Rihanna and the power of her media presence can just not be underestimated. Next, obviously, we have Margot Robbie tagging out on the street style and Barbie on the red carpets, which is quite a controversial point. So from my understanding, her and her stylist Andrew Mukmal had a set amount of these Barbified outfits prepared for the Barbie the movie premiere. However, then actors and actresses were on strike, so they kind of had to put the red carpets and street style outfits on stop. And I think that right now it's both a question of an effort and time being put into those outfits, as well as the question of the contracts being already signed and, you know, they have to be worked. However, I do not think that they have as much of an impact as they did before Barbie the movie premiere. Now it's just like, okay, another Barbie. It's not a build-up to anything, if you know what I mean. Hence why her street style looks are creating far more buzz than those Barbie looks. Next we have Taylor Swift and her increased rate of street style. I generally like what they're doing there, but I just have to agree with this one comment that I've heard on TikTok, and it's like all of her outfits would be so much better with a tall boot. Like, cannot agree more on that. I also have to acknowledge an increased outfit activity of Selena Gomez, which probably has to do something with rare beauty. She has been working with her stylist Erin Walsh, who I love, by the way. Like, she's the one behind both Anne Hathaway Fashion Renaissance as well as Sophia Carson style. And yeah, what I was saying is that she has been working with her since August, and though they had their rough moments, I believe that they are finally finding their footing, and I mean, it shows. With that, we have a style, like street style outfits part covered, and we are moving on to the magazine covers. Well, first and foremost, I just have to talk about one of my favorite girlies because she is not doing much of the media these days, and I'm talking Lana Del Rey on the cover of Harper's Bazaar US, I believe. Miss Americana is bringing back all the visuals she's named Tumblr Queen after. All everything we love, all everything we hold dearly. I, for once, cannot be happier about it. Next, we obviously have to talk about Kim Kardashian being on the cover of JQ US, and not just any cover of JQ, but Man of the Year issue. And this is the level of meta-irony I want and expect from printed media at this point of time. Please and thank you. I mean, it is fun, it's still fashion, and it has like this very distinct visual narratives that makes it interesting to look at. Like, I'm talking this big bad businessman from Wall Street doing all the manly things he's expected to do, like going to the gym, talking the calls, eating Cheetos because he doesn't care what others think about him, all the jazz. Also, if I remember correctly, in the interview he mentioned that the photo shoot was inspired by her dad, which, you know, explains a lot. And the last but not the least in this section, you eat pair of rich and famous. I mean, until her sister and Mr. Millibonka make it official anyway. Kendall Jenner and Bad Bunny made it to the Forbes 30 Under 30 as well as on the cover of the special issue. And obviously we are talking Kardashian-Jenner, so there has been a lot of buzz around this cover, but the only thing that I have to say is that I do really love those leather heels. And the dress is kind of cute as well, but the heels, I don't want those heels. With that being said, we are moving on to the brand campaigns part of the video. So the honor of the earliest Christmas drops goes to not even Mariah Carey, but Miu Miu. Because guys really said, well, 31st of October seems like a good enough day for a Miu Miu holiday campaign. And besides that, it really is a lovely one, starring Emma Corrin and being distinctly within the brands like girly, playful, preppy DNA. Also, this campaign solidified the rumors about Miu Miu X Marshall collaboration, since you can clearly see a pair of headphones in this picture. And also number 2, this little red bag will sure make its way on all the girls' New Year wishlists. Next one to join Christmas marathon is Jacquemus with Kendall Jenner in the lead. The campaign is called Your Land, and I mean, while Kendall is doing her usual passive modeling, I still do like the visual narratives, especially in the video format. It kind of feels more lively and creates this distinct Home Alone atmosphere. Then also their additional accessories campaign is on point. My favorite videos are the one with the refrigerator full like of silver bags. Next holiday campaign we are going to be talking about is surprisingly Skims, because you know, got to give the credit where the credit is due. Channeling this vintage advertisement but make it humor for the shapewear brand out of everything is quite a level of creativity. And while we're still talking Kardashian-Jenner's Drop 002 of Kai, which is Kylie Jenner brand, is here, and it looks like, well, it looks like a crossbreed of Skims, Balenciaga and Amazon collaborations. It's also very confusing since aesthetics of 2 drops are rather spread. And what will we even get in the Drop 003? Like cottagecore, steel wealth. I mean, both will fit in nicely into this dominatrix turn sport minimalist chic situation. Okay, we're gonna finish with some shifts and stats. First of all, Nicolas Ghesquière extends his contract with Louis Vuitton women's wear, and you know, some things should be constant in this crazy world of creative director shifts, and I'd rather it be this kind of constants rather than Maria Grazia kind of ones. New creative director of Bloomerang was appointed, meaning the rumors were true. And we are talking Walter Cipollone here. Previously leading Thoughts, where I personally think he did a marvelous job. Crazy world of creative director shifts, and I'd rather it a Putin brand like back on a fashion map. I'm tricked to say the least, because you know, Thoughts and Bloomerang are like style miles away. So one more reason to be excited about February. And the final thing we're gonna cover today is some list stats, because if we can all agree on one thing, is that we all love a good stat. Let's start at their annual grand stats of year in fashion kind of thingy. So far, everything is pretty much so expected. With Miu Miu staying brand of the year twice in a row now, although I do not think they will like continue so until they do something grandiose this spring. Micro shorts being the pantless trend once again, thanks to Miu Miu. And as controversial as it is, they do in fact elongate legs like nothing else. Seamless shoe being the one most popular, and it was honestly either them or like cartoon trend, because nothing else really happened in this department, and as fun as cartoon trend is, I believe that it's not very wearable, hence people were opting for, you know, the second option out of the two. Jennie of Blackpink took Power Dresser, once again with K-pop only gaining popularity, like what else do you expect? And Kylie Jenner took Front Row Dresser. She really worked hard on her fashion moments this year, and with attention always circulating around Kardashian-Jenners, once again, what do you expect? Finally, a rising brand is the Yara Findikoglu, which I'm still not sure if I'm pronouncing correctly. Like, it all started with the knives dress that went viral, and then it kind of went highway with Margot Robbie wearing one of the dresses during Barbie premiere, and another actress, I don't remember who, wore said knives dress. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, these are going to be all of the fashion highlights of this November that I think worthy of your attention. If you enjoyed watching this video, you can subscribe to this channel or something. Also leave me a like, check out my other social media if you like the vibes, and I'll see you in the next one. So goodbye!